Hey you people, David here. And today I'm just gonna be talking about how perverted this world is. This world never fails to show me why one day it'll come to ruin. We do nothing more than pervert ourselves, the people around us, and the next generations to come. And something triggered this in my head because there was a certain celebrity that had his news leaked and stuff. And when I seen how many people, the millions and millions and millions of people searching to see someone naked, to see someone doing something sexual and share it with other people that they know, it really shows you how perverted people are. And let's just say these people, 6, 7, 8, however old they are, little kids to teens to adults, are just nasty these days, have no standards whatsoever. It's unsafe to go anywhere and not see somebody naked or half naked or practically naked. You can't go to the gym without seeing somebody pretty much butt naked under their clothes. You can't go anywhere, to the beach. You can't do anything because people don't have standards anymore. People have no shame. We need to bring back shame to this society, because when you don't feel shame, then you don't feel a need to correct yourself. I want shame and guilt to trend. I want somebody to look at the mirror, look in the mirror at themselves, and look at what they're dressing in, if it's inappropriate. I want people to point at that person and tell them, you couldn't find anything better to wear? You couldn't respect yourself better today? And no, that ain't bullying, that's just truth. And those people that say, oh, I just don't want to be too judgmental. You calling judgmental a negative word is being judgmental. You're judging the word judge. We're judgmental by human nature. It's just about how you use the judgment. And I explained this in previous videos. It's just about how you judge. If you judge by character, if you judge by actions, if you judge by a person's mind, then you're judging by all the things that matter, because you're judging by all the things that make the person who they are. But if you're judging by genetics, if you're judging by clothing and the things that don't matter, then you're not judging the correct way. The thing is, people these days don't know how to judge, and people these days don't know that they are judging people for all the wrong reasons. People are oblivious to their own perversion. It's either we get rid of streaming platforms and all these social medias, or we set stricter guidelines on them. We need to set some stricter guidelines where people can't go around posting and doing whatever they want. And not that selective stuff where they just choose what they want to show and ban somebody else if they do it, but completely have unbiased, strict guidelines so idiots on the social media won't go on here posting things. The last thing we need is more perverts, because you know what? It takes one to know one, you know, because it takes a sinner to know a sinner. And I used to be a sinner, so I know a sinner. I used to be perverted in that sense. We still struggle with these sins, so we know how catastrophic it is to let these sins consume you, because we experience them. These people today, and I'm gonna be honest, this next generation of kids are gonna be stupid because they were raised by stupid parents. Parents who don't care about their children. It's like you don't know what love is. There is some people who never have to have the word love in their mouth because they don't know how to identify it. They don't know how to define it. They don't know what it is. A lot of these parents do not need kids. There's a lot of parents that are against discipline, that are against spankings, that are against correcting your kids, that are against punishing, but yet they will punish somebody else that hurts their feelings. We don't live in a compassionate society. When we see wicked people, all we do is pray for their destruction. We pray for them to go to hell. We pray for them to live in torment for the rest of their days, for eternity. What kind of human beings are we? What kind of compassionate beings are we? What kind of loving and gentle creatures are we when all we do to people is prey on their downfall? What kind of compassionate, loving beings are we if all we do is pervert ourselves and seek the perversion? We seek porn, we seek nudity, we make nudity and porn go viral, and we turn it into a meme, and we turn it into a trend, and we turn it into a thing, and we indoctrinate all these kids, and we project all this perversion to all these kids and younger viewers. What are we? We're monsters. We're a disgrace. We came from the soil. So every time I look at society, I'm seeing what we're made of, a bunch of dirt. We're dirty people, weightless most of the time. And the reason I say weightless is because we carry things that have no meaning. We hold on to things that don't mean anything. We hold everything that doesn't matter. And when somebody says one thing that everybody should be able to see, but don't, all of a sudden that person is profound, that person is wise, when really all that person is doing is calling out what they see. Kind of like me looking at this line on the ground and saying that's a white line, and then you get a bunch of oohs and ahs with people around you like, oh, we didn't know that. That's how dumb, blind, and ignorant people are. We literally manifest everything we say we're gonna fight against. We're the biggest hypocrites in the world. It's like we manifest racism, we manifest sexualization, we manifest destruction. All the things everybody always preaches against, we manifest it. Why? We say we don't want racism, but yet we always bring up race in discussions. Oh, the reason this person thinks he's better than me is because of race. Oh, the reason this person got a job and I didn't is because of race. Oh, the reason this person's paid higher than me is because of race. You can't wear that hairstyle. You can't wear this. This is only for black people. This is only for white people. White people talk like this. Black people talk like this. Mexican people are like this. It's like, all we do is call out each other's races. We don't highlight how we're alike. We just highlight what makes us different, what makes us separate. But yet we really want equality. And then with the whole perversion thing, oh, I don't want to be looked at as a tool or an object, but yet I want to go to the gym without my shirt on or without any underwear on underneath, and I just want to do my thing. But yet I don't want to be looked at as an object. So many movies have all these shirtless scenes with guys all oiled up and everything like that, and it's just like you put yourself out there to be praised for your body, not for your character. It's like humans always give themselves the exception to the rule. It's like you can't accuse anybody because for some reason their situation was different. It's like, oh, you can't do this, but the only reason I did the thing you did is because of my situation. People around this world have a bunch of Google minds, web minds, internet minds. Everybody is all about rage against the system, but they live off the system. Everybody against the system, but they think with the system. You don't think for yourself. Rarely anybody thinks for themselves. If a person wanted to search up whether being gay is good or bad, they'll search that up on the internet, and you know what you'll find? That being gay is a good thing. And then there's many articles on why being gay is healthy, self-affirming. It's about love. Just distortion, man. And then you start preaching being gay is good. I read all these articles about why being gay is good. I've seen people's lives change drastically from being gay. It's like the media is gonna do nothing but feed you what they know you wanna hear and affirm it to you. It's not like you're gonna search for something that goes against what you're already thinking inside. It's like if you want a lie, you're gonna look for liars. People are standing with liars every day, being fed lies, being conditioned to live in a lie. And when you give them any dose of truth, it offends them and they feel like you're just a hater. Like, there's a lot of things I don't like. I don't like any slang terms of nowadays generation. I think it's stupid. I think it lacks a lot of originality and creativity. People sound dumber than they used to. Well, people always sounded dumb, but as the generations go on, they sound even dumber. All these people talk so the same, like they don't have any vocabulary whatsoever. There's gonna be a time where people are not even speaking actual words anymore. They're just gonna be speaking a whole sentence with slangs and everything else. You're not even gonna know what they're saying. That's how dumb society is becoming. I don't listen to kids are innocent no more. I believe we're all inherently sinful creatures. This is why humans need correcting and guidance, because if you don't guide this kid through life, if you don't walk this kid down the right path, tell this kid what to do, the kid will naturally do wrong if you do not direct it correctly. Because all humans do in nature is the wrong thing. I've seen animals more well-mannered than people. It's the most animalistic generation I've ever seen, where when we riot, we look just like apes. When we have a sex drive or when we feel sexual feelings, we can't contain ourselves. We can't control it. We start doing it with everything and everybody, and then saying we're gender fluid, we're bi, we're this and that, because we just have no control over our emotions and where to direct them and how to actually use our minds or have any kind of self-discipline or self-control. We're no better than animals, and humans have always been devolving in the world. Everybody's psyched about GTA 6. Everybody's psyched about these games that's doing nothing but perverting them. And it's just like, how are you people that stupid? If somebody was to stand in the middle of the street and blow their brains out in this world, I can actually rationalize it and be like, you know what? This world will do that to you, because it makes life seems like it has no meaning, because sex holds no significance. Your life holds no significance. Yourself, your body, everything on you holds no significance. Everybody uses themselves recklessly and then want to fault and blame somebody else. Everybody want to be a victim nowadays. They don't ever want to work for anything. Everybody wants pity. They want things handed to them. They don't want to work for nothing. I'm happy I got a girlfriend who hasn't really been around like that, who hasn't really been on social media like that before I met her. Because you know how hard it is to find a person that haven't seen everything under the sun and haven't did everything under the sun? In this society, it's gonna be harder and harder for people to find other people to love, because there's an epidemic of extremely lonely people out there, and it's because there's nothing more than a bunch of savages, sluts, and pretty much people that have no decency, no shame, no respect, no anything. We want to be offended by everything. I'm tired of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I'm tired of comedians. I'm tired of actors. I'm tired of musicians. I'm tired of artists. I'm tired of every single person, because the way they influence the society, they don't improve it. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video because I'm just so fed up. But you know what? This is my advice to you people, is keep your eyes on God, because God told you there were going to be lovers of the world, and God told you there was going to be perverted people out here. God told you, and he warned all of us that there were going to be people like this in these times. And all my advice is to you is stay close to God. Stay close for Jesus, the one that laid down his life for us, the one that was raised from the dead, and the one that conquered everything, the one that is going to conquer everything. Stay close to him. Pray. Shield your eyes from the media. Stick to the truth, and don't let anybody change you. I love you all. God bless you all. Bye.